Hi there, welcome to Sunnyside Journals. I'm Catherine. I have a little what's on my desk today. I'm going to do a little bit of work on the manual of gardening. It's really coming along nicely. I'm taking a break from masks for a little while, and so I thought I'd turn my camera on. This is the second time turning it on, because the first time I turned it on, it came crashing down on my head. Fortunately, I was only about 90 seconds into it. So I'm going to hope for better luck right now. Oh, I can tell I'm going to keep hitting the leg on my tripod. Sometimes I have good luck setting it up, and sometimes not so good luck. I like to get it out of my way. I know some people have a permanent setup, and I love that, but I find that having this thing hanging over my head makes me feel claustrophobic, and when I'm done taping, I really like to just get it away. Pardon me. I'm going to try and move this for a second, so I'm going to pause. Hold on. There, I think that's a little bit better. I don't even know if there's any difference for you, but for me there's difference because now every time I roll my chair in and out, because I'm going to have to go over and use my glue station, hopefully I won't be banging the tripod. So let's see. Let me catch you up on the few little things that I've got done. I was on a mask sewing marathon the past few days, so I haven't done a whole lot on this book, and I don't plan to do a whole lot. It's just such a beautiful writing journal, and yeah, I don't want to over embellish it. I'm just so thrilled with the feel that it has. It's just it's one of those yummy books that I'm very excited for whoever decides that it's calling out to their heart. Do you know what I mean? So what I did do was I decided, yes, I'd like to leave this plain for the next owner, but I couldn't leave enough alone, and I had to play with it a little bit. So what I did was I made a little pocket out of the same paper so that it sort of is blank, and it's just glued down along the edge. So if the person doesn't like that, they can gently pull that off and either run some lace or ribbon along it or make a collage, whatever it is they want to do. But I thought that allowed me to put what was the original front cover in the front. So I like the way that turned out. And yeah, and then I put one in a little further back somewhere. I guess we'll come to it when we get to it, or maybe finally on the flip through. And then through here, that hollyhock that I loved so much, what I did was I can still feel it's a little bit damp, so I'm still playing with the shaping of it because I used art glitter glue, which is a water-based glue. So sometimes it needs to be encouraged to sort of take the shape you want it to take because it takes a while to dry. Anyhow, what I did was, see how I glued it right onto the edge of the page so that both sides have some hollyhocks, because it was such a big flower, but it was still so gorgeous that I really, really wanted to be able to leave it intact. Hold on. How's that? I'm so happy with that. So I simply, to ensure a really good fold there, I ran it through my scoreboard, and I scored it, and then I glued one side, and then I flipped it over and glued the other side down. I'm happy with that. Now, I'm trying to see if there was anything else I've done since I last turned on my camera. Oh, I put this here. Now, it's, I'll just use this for now. This is, it looks like, it appears to be a dad helping a little boy put a bird's nest, a birdhouse up in a tree. And I liked that. So, and I made that into a tuck spot. So that's there. And anything else? Oh, I put a tuck spot here. I'm trying my best to only put minimal little tuck spot kind of things on pages that have printing, and leaving the blank pages for the new owner so that they can enjoy doing whatever it is they wish with the blank page. Writing, gluing, whatever it is they would like to do to make this journal their own journal. Yeah, I don't think there's much more. I thought I'd turn the camera on. Oh, I put in this tuck spot. I love how it turned out. This is was a layout plan from the book. This is from the original book, on a page of the original book, Manual of Gardening. And I just added a little bit of lace and a little fussy cut, and I sewed around the edge. Here we go. I'll show you again. I'll be tucking things in here and there because I have been making some journaling cards. So there's that. You saw this one, that little tuck spot there. I put this at the end for me because it's a beautiful drawing of trilliums, and for where I live in Ontario, that's our provincial flower, is the white trillium. And we love watching in the woods when the trilliums come out in the spring. It's definitely, for a lot of us, the first sign of the warm part of spring finally arrived, because the woods, they like to grow in wooded areas so that they get partial sunlight and partial shade. And they're wild. They're very hard to grow. They're very hard to tame and grow in your garden. They really have a wild spirit to them, trilliums do, and I kind of like that. Another little tuck spot. So I put a word snippet, strength to climb, and then you can see there's a little guy up there in the apple tree. And I put it on the one that was about fruit, the growing of fruit plants. So the apple tree, I thought that's appropriate. And again, it's just a little tuck spot. So these are easy to come off and put somewhere else in the book. Simply, I'm not going to do it, but if someday you're the new owner of this book, take an X-Acto and just simply run it down those edges. It'll pop off. Yes, there'll be a little bit of a tear there, but that's what junk journaling is all about. Then you find a way to cover that up. You put a paper doily on it. You put your own collage on it. Ribbon, lace. There's a multitude of things you can do. If I've put something into a book that you're not enjoying, get it out of there. Alrighty, so where's the page I wanted to work on today? Oh, another tuck spot. See how I'm taking the busy pages, I'm putting in pretty tuck spots where I'm going to be putting in some folded tea-dyed papers and that for journaling on. And keep this pretty simple and elegant. Here's the page I want to work on. So what I've done here is I liked this. This is an original spread out of the original text block. I've put one spread in each signature, so there's 9 in the book. And I liked that little horse there, so I didn't want to cover him up, but I thought, I'm going to make some journaling space here. So I cut this specifically in the shape to cover the words. So I'm going to glue that down. But I liked I liked where it said mice and rabbits. And I found a rabbit. I found a rabbit, but I don't have a mouse yet. So I need to find a mouse. And I looked through my already fussy cut things, and I didn't have any mice in that. But I thought, our beloved Beatrix Potter loves mice. So I'm going to see if I can find a mouse from Beatrix. Oh, there's a little European robin. Come on. Not just bunnies. We want a mouse. There's Yeah, that's a little mouse, but she looks a little disheveled. It's a little mouse. Oh, look at that little one. Thomasina Tittlemouse. Oh. Alright, I'll keep my fingers in there. We might use Thomasina. These are all bunnies. Oh, cozy in a blankie. Wouldn't that be cute in a Christmas journal? Alright, hold on. Let's go back a little further. Oh, I bet this one's got my... Oh, yes. The Tale of Samuel Whiskers. He's a chubby one. He must be on isolation and eating all day long, like some of us. Come on, I just want a mouse and I don't want to use up all my camera time. Samuel Whiskers, you're cute, but I still like Thomasina Tittlemouse. Jemima. I love Jemima Puddle Duck. My great-grandmother's name was Jemima. Come on. I thought for sure there would be lots and lots of mice in this book. A badger. Tale of Mr. Todd. Oh, there's that sly fox. Wow, maybe to the very back. Oh, here we go. The Tale of Ginger and Pickles. Hedgehog. I don't want a hedgehog, I want a mouse. Birds. Kitties. Little Pomeranian. I'm sorry. I thought I was well prepared and I thought I would find... Well, okay. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. I'm going to just take the whole page out because I've already hacked into this book. This is a great one. It had photos in the front. This is my, I think I've had this one, I think I've already cut this book up a few times. It's one of those books, if I see it, I just grab it. Beatrix with Benjamin Bouncer. It's a great one. All right, let me put it out of the way. And let's see. I wonder, I don't know if I'm going to have any luck fussy cutting that tail, but you know, come on. Everyone wants a... Mind you, that's cute. And I could lose one of those flopsy bunnies. Oh, that was Peter. Okay. I'm going to try something here. So, which ruler did I use? I used U. All right. So, I want the rough edge so that it will accept ink. There we go. Now sometimes I have a hard time with my stubby, stumpy little fingers of grabbing a piece that tiny, and that's when I'll use my tweezers. if you watched my desk tour the other day, you'll see I actually have a whole cup of various little tweezers. So see how that gives you the raw edge, so that when I ink that, it will say, oh yeah, ink, let's do this. All right, now this I can probably grab. Yep. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm actually removing Peter. He's not going to be in this, but I want a bit of a rough edge. And what you can do is use your ruler to gently guide, out of the way, be gone, to gently guide where you want it to tear. Have you ever been tearing freehand with just your fingers and it just totally didn't tear where you wanted it to tear? Just use your ruler to, that ensures that I won't tear down into that little, this little hill thing. And now I'm going to start fussy cutting. So hopefully you'll see what it is I want to accomplish. And we will fussy cut little Thomasina Tittlemouse so she can go into our journal. There. I guess I should see if I'm in camera. I am. Yay. All right, Thomasina, we don't want to lose your ears because we may have to sacrifice your whiskers. Sometimes the whiskers cannot be saved. Or antennae on butterflies and moths. Those can be very difficult to successfully fussy cut. Now, the nice thing about butterflies and moths is cut the antennae off and then just grab one of your really uber fine point markers and draw new ones on after you glue it down on your page. It's simple and easy. All right, now, oh, I do want this a little further along. I'm going to take a chance. All right, good. I'm going to cut this off for now, get it out of my way. Then we're going to glue this all down. My alarm is going to go off early because I set my alarm on my other phone so that I don't talk too much and run out of memory or whatever it is. For whatever reason, my phone only lets me tape for 30 minutes. Record. Tape. Wow, I can tell how old I am. But because my camera came crashing down on my head, first try, there. Look at that. Now, is it blurry? So I wasted some time resetting up the camera, and then I wasted some more time resetting up the camera because I knew I was going to hit the leg of my tripod. So I know I've got a bit more time than what that alarm is going to tell me I have. So now that raw edge will accept this ink better, especially because this is glossy paper. So it would try and fight with my inking efforts. We've already seen one little grandbaby this morning. She and her daddy came over and stood in the driveway to deliver some t-shirts so that I quickly ran out of t-shirts for strings for face masks. And so her Daddy donated to the cause. So she was happy to come over, and Daddy very wisely kept her strapped in her car seat so that she wouldn't try and run and give us hugs, because she loves, that child just hugs and hugs. So because she was in her car seat, she just sat there in the car, and we had a lovely little visit right out of the car from like 10 feet away, not just 6. There we go. All right. So here's what I'm thinking I want to do. Let me stand up. All right, where are you, Thomasina? Oh, come on. So I have this pre-cut that's going to cover, but I want to leave mice and rabbits. And then I thought I would maybe put Thomasina down there and put this handsome fellow up here. How cute. Okay, I'm happy. All right, so what I have to do now is I'm going to pause because I'm going to use aerosol glue for that. So one moment and I'll be right back. Okay, I laid it down. As I've mentioned many times, this craft glue has a 15-second window. If you want it to be permanent, you must lay down the paper within 15 seconds for a permanent bond. Otherwise, it's a movable bond, so you can pick it up and put it somewhere else, which wouldn't be so horrible, but I want it permanent. So I had to move quick, so I plopped it down and then I turned it on. There, that looks nice. It's still a little bit wrinkly because it's been tea dyed, but that's okay. As long as I can get the bulk of it to adhere, those wrinkles bring me happiness. There we go. That looks cute. And then we'll put little Miss Thomasina here, I think, so that there's a little bit of layering. Get those ears. All right, down you go, Miss Thomasina. Oh, that looks cute. That looks cute. I'm sorry for the shadow. Here, let me turn on my lamp and see if that helps. I think that helps a bit. Okay. Let's get this handsome fellow down. This was fussy cut from a children's picture dictionary. So always keep your eye out for those when you're in your thrift stores, because they make great books to fussy cut for beautiful little color drawings. Look how lovely that bunny is, or hare. Those are long legs. I wonder if that's a hare. Now, I want you overlapping a bit, and I want you near rabbits. So, and then the eye can go down and see the little mouse. Boy, have we got little white cottontails hopping around our yard right now. It's that loving time of year, and boy, are they, there's some heavy-duty dating going on in our backyard. Oh, there's one out there right now laying right on its side in the sunshine. Oh, two. Little Miss Dorothy, the studio dog, she's getting better and better about leaving them alone. If I see them out there and I let her out to do whatever she needs to do, I just say leave it, and she's very good. And they'll watch her, and she watches them, and they're sort of developing a respect for each other. There we go. Oh, that turned out nice. So I saved the little horse, and he's looking over, and then mice and rabbits, and yeah, there we go. And there goes my alarm. I may turn it back on. Let me see what time it is. 11:45. Hold on. Let's turn this off. No, you know what? I think I'm going to end here, but I may turn it back on. I found some nice. These were from a 1980 Reader's Digest book, and I love them. It's a garden, and there's a dad with a little girl, and there's a carriage with, oh, her toy carriage. Look at that little teddy bear. I want to figure out something to do with those. Yeah, they were in one of those Reader's Digest books, Advise and Consent, whatever that was about. All right. Well, listen. I hope you've got nice weather wherever you are today, because it certainly is lovely up here where I am.